All right, here we are at our 2012 Yamaha Waverunner VX Deluxe. We're here on the beautiful fresh waters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. This is 110 horsepower, inline 4-stroke. This is the Yamaha MR1 engine. It is not. It is fuel injected. It is not supercharged or turbocharged. This is basically a model that's sought after, and if you're asking the experts for a machine that is low maintenance, reliable, and dependable, Yamaha's probably going to come up near the top of the list. And their next piece of advice is going to be stick with the non-supercharged models, just the plain fuel injected 4-strokes, which is exactly what this is. Now, with this being the VX Deluxe, you're going to have a swim boarding ladder, which is right over here on the back of it, and it's going to fold down just like that. Of course, you've got the Yamaha visibility spout. You've got reverse. You've got rear view mirrors. And this one also has the learner's mode and a security key fob. So you can basically lock this out where anybody is not able to start it. And then when you get younger or less experienced riders on there, you've got a key fob where you can put it over to the learner's mode, and that is going to cap their top speed. And this one, while we're here looking at this digital multifunction display, I should also point out it has 245.9 engine hours. And this model has, I believe, about 2.3 cubic feet of storage space, 15.9 gallon fuel tank. You do have the finger throttle, and you have the off power assisted steering, with this being the newer model, 2012. Rated for 3. Now, Yamaha will sometimes refer to this as a 3 to 4 passenger personal watercraft. And that can be the case, but the max load is 530 pounds. So as long as you're over the 530 pounds weight limit, including all your gear, then yeah, you can have 4 people on here. Otherwise, you want to stick to that 3-person capacity, and really at all times you want to be under that 530 pounds total load capacity. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and step up on here and pull this this seat off, slide it right over here so it's out of the way a little bit. And here is that Yamaha MR1. This is basically inboard direct drive, jet drive propulsion. Again, this is the inline 4-stroke or inline 4-cylinder. It is also 4-stroke. Does have fuel injection. Here's your battery back here. They kind of, in these later models, they try to put that where it's a little bit easier to get to. Don't have to stand on your head to remove it. This is the little flush adapter. And what else can I tell you about this engine? This is 1052 cc's. And again, this MR1 engine is probably the most well known in the Yamaha line. I believe they've been making it the longest out of all of them. Well, bear with me just a moment here. Let me get that back on track. There we go. It's much easier done with 2 hands than 1. And I don't think I lifted this yet. You've got 2 integrated cup holders. And then here's that security key fob that I talked about. It's in a little bag here now, but that allows you to basically lock it, and you won't be able to start it whenever you have it locked. So even right now that display will come up, but I'll push the start button and nothing happens. So now this one does have a mooring cover, and we're gonna get a little bit closer here on the exterior, show you the wear and tear. Before I do that, I do want to point out this is your ski tow hook right here. And we do have some marks on this one, a little bit of a ding right here, a few little scratches along the way. Do have a little bit of dirt on here. There's another good ding right here, some marks in the gel coat coming up around this Yamaha decal. Same thing here. And we've got a little bit of an impact spot showing right here, and the mark of that gel coat kind of coming off. And there may be some blisters in this little footwell from where water is just kind of laid in here and hasn't come out, or is left in there kind of whenever it's put away for longer term storage. A little mark in the decaling there, and continuing up here on this starboard side, a few more marks up here around your registration numbers. Some of these are into the fiberglass, some's in the gel coat. And this one right here, actually, my finger is not catching edge on that one, so that's basically a rubber mark that's transferred over from a bumper. Usually a real good cleaning will take those away. You know, like a thorough wax with some buffing on here. I'm trying to kind of wipe a little bit this dust away. So a few more marks up here underneath that rear view mirror. Now Yamaha got better with the placement of these rear view mirrors in the later models. Some of the early ones are down here on the side more, and a lot more susceptible to getting bumped when you're trying to dock, and they end up basically coming off the unit. So they've moved them up higher in the later years. So a few more marks coming down this starboard side, and then showing you a little bit below the water line here. Now you see this one will probably catch your eye, and I believe that's just a little bit into the gel coat up here at the top, and then down here in the lower spots I think it's more of just a rubber mark from a bumper, maybe even loading onto or off of a PWC port, like where we're sitting here right here today. There is some kind of a little bit of dirt in here. Yeah, see, those are coming off with my fingernail. So again, that's just transferred over from like a bumper or something. Let's see, this one here, a little bit into the gel coat on this spot right here. Actually, that may be all rubber bumper, because that seems to be coming right off. So now just around the corner, we've got some marks a little bit into the gel coat. You have one little ding up here on this little, almost like a bumper. And a few more up the center line. Right there. And maybe two other, oh, that one's dirt. I think just that one. And right there is the worst of it on that center compartment. And gotta be careful how much contact I make with my hands on this one, because it is a hot day today. A few more marks coming up around the sides here. Again, this stuff right here, this is going to come off with a good buff and wax, because that is a little rubber mark. But this one right here, that's just down past the gel coat just a little bit. So there's a difference between some of these lighter marks and the ones that are either into the gel coat or the fiberglass. Those almost look like rubber marks. Okay, this one's into the gel coat just a little bit right in here. And I believe that one's gonna buff out because my fingernail is not catching on that one. Here's another little mark in the gel coat. Now just under the rubber L up here near the bow, we've got a few marks to point out. This one's just barely into that gel coat, but then we've got some right here along this edge. And bear with me one moment here. I need to rotate the camera to get you a good look at this. I need to be able to make this angle down here. Fingernails just catching on those, so that's going to be into the gel coat just a little bit. And then keep following down the whole line, going a little bit farther in the unit. And here's where we've got a little bit more into the gel coat here, along that edge. And I think another one right about there, if that's coming up in the video. Sometimes you get a lot of crazy reflections on here. You don't really make out what is what. A lot of this is just some dirt on here. This is another little mark right here where my finger is. I'm gonna move the finger out of the way. That's another little mark that's a little bit into or through the gel coat, possibly into the fiberglass. Just look at, so slowly rotate the camera back around. We just always try to represent these as accurately as possible. Sometimes that means a little bit of a rough camera angle for the viewer. Again, just a little bit of blistering in this footwell. Those will fill up with rainwater if you're not careful, and that's a reminder to have those emptied out, especially for longer term storage if it's going to be not used for a while. Same thing up here, a few more marks. These are just through the gel coat, through here, and this one here, and a little bit of hit and miss the rest of the way back. Some into the gel coat, some not. That one actually looks like it was maybe a little bit of a gel coat patch job, and just didn't quite match the coloring, but it did do the purpose of kind of sealing that off. Another mark right in here. I believe I saw one more just around the corner. Yeah, right here on this back edge, right here. So we do have some, you know, some cosmetic issues, some that probably need attention if they're going to be left in the water more than just you know, ran on the weekends and stored on a port or on a trailer. But we do want to make you aware of those. Now you can find the current asking price at our website, which is at www.yournewboat.com. We won't mention those in video tours because they will often change until a listing is sold. Now if you're watching this on YouTube, please keep in mind we do not monitor the YouTube comments. If you do have serious questions about this particular personal watercraft, please reach out to us through our website. Again, that is www.yournewboat.com, or you can type in yournewpwc.com, and that will take you straight to our page just for personal watercrafts. So yournewpwc.com, and that's going to show you all the personal watercrafts we have in inventory. You're not going to be overwhelmed with a ton of listings there. This will be very easy to find. You'll see some specs on it. You'll be able to click into a video slideshow and basically more information there, as well as in a PDF printable spec sheet that will be linked on that site as well. And again, you can reach out to us through the site via phone call, text message, or email. If you email us and you have not received a response within 1 business day, please check your spam folder. We've been having a lot land in there lately. We're usually pretty quick about responding to those. And if you call us on the phone and you do get our voicemail, make sure you please leave a message, leave a detailed message. Let us know which list you're looking at, what questions you have. We are often around Norris Lake. We are often in areas without cell phone reception. And if you don't leave a message, we will have no idea that you called. Just notice we do have some wear on these little pads. Mainly right here. Pads down in the footwell look okay. A few little marks on this side, not quite the wearing over here on this side, but see pieces come out there. And this one's a little bit, well, maybe a little bit more wear there, and another mark right here. So again, this is a good machine from a mechanical standpoint. It is very well thought of in the personal watercraft world. Again, this is 110 horsepower, fuel injected, inline, 4-cylinder, 4-stroke. You've got the off throttle steering assist, and this takes regular gasoline as well. You know, again, you don't want to put ethanol gasoline in it, but it does not require any kind of a higher octane or anything like that some of the supercharged models sometimes do. So again, visit the website for any more information or questions. Feel free to reach out to us with any additional questions, or to schedule a viewing of this one, or submit an offer on it. And then you also notice the yournewboat.com logo popping up in the top right hand corner of your screen on the video, and that is just a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is a great way to catch inventory the minute they go live on our website. Often you'll be alerted there before you will be alerted on our email list. Sometimes it's just a few hours difference, and sometimes it's maybe about 12 hours difference. So with the market being as strong as it is, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I thank you again for joining us. That wraps things up for us here today with the 2012 Yamaha VX Deluxe Waverunner for sale here on Norris Lake, Tennessee. I thank you again for joining us.